Hey everyone, Intrepid Cap here, and welcome to episode 6 of my Guild Wars 2 personal story playthrough. In today's episode, we are going to be engaging in the first mission with the Vigil, which is based on a choice that we made at the end of the previous story chapter. Before I get into the actual gameplay, I just want to do a bit of housekeeping. This series of videos is not meant to be a guide or a tutorial for the game. I'm really approaching this as casually as possible. I've been playing Guild Wars since it launched, or if you consider early access or beta before that, but I still consider myself not to be an expert. I really approach the game casually whenever I do play it. However, I am still trying to explain some aspects of the game while I am playing it, things like, crafting and doing your skills and builds and such, but not in an expert kind of matter. There are obviously lots of YouTubers out there who are experts and who do take the time to explain these things. The main goal I have with this series of videos is to try and encourage people who are interested in Guild Wars 2 but haven't actually tried playing it for themselves to actually try Guild Wars 2 for themselves. And that's really my main goal here, because I'm trying to get people to play the game. Also, one more thing. From chapter 4 onwards, the missions tend to get a bit longer, and it's going to take more time than I'm trying to limit myself to for video duration to actually finish a chapter. So it's very likely that my chapters will be split into multiple episodes, one or two episodes from this point onwards. So with all that being said, let's dive into the game. Right, so I'm currently level 41, and I am currently also located in Kessex Hills, and my story asked me to go and meet in Lion's Arch, right? So I have to go to the Traders Forum in Lion's Arch, and I'll talk about Lion's Arch when we get there. It's a bit of a ways away. So to get to Lion's Arch, which is over here, I need to go through Gendaran Fields. So let's get going and see how long it takes us to get there. Probably be faster if I just mount up, right?
This is new.
Okay, so before we carry on, in the course of leveling up to level 40, I have now basically received my first pieces of rare armor. And just as a quick reminder, the yellow is the rare class of armor. Green, as you can see there, that's my currently equipped set of gloves, is the masterwork. Blue is fine, and white is the normal base armor. Now, it's called rare armor, but really, honestly, it drops very often. It's only rare comparison to blue and green. There's actually 3 levels, or should I say 2 levels to be more accurate, above the rare, and that would be the exotic, which has an orange color, and your ascended, which you can craft, which is a pink color. And then on the same level as ascended is the legendary armor. The legendary armor stats are exactly the same level, which is why I'm kind of classing them together. The only difference is that there are some benefits to having legendary armor as opposed to ascended armor. But ascended armor is basically the top level of armor that you're going to get. So I'm going to equip these pieces now. Just need to get to my equipment tab here, and I've got 2 hoods to choose from, and I think I'm going to go with this one that gives me condition damage. It's hidden, but this is what it would look like normally if I had it equipped. If I didn't have it hidden, actually. And then I've also got a set of gloves that I can just double click to equip that. As you can see, my armor has changed. I've decided, just for the sake of showing some continuity, how my armor changes over time, and not actually use the skinning function that's available through the wardrobe. So you're going to see my armor shift and change as I make my way through the story, which is why I'm purple, because this is the base color that this armor comes with. Okay, And then I'm just going to see if I can salvage these pieces. Yes, I can. Okay, that gives me some crafting gear, crafting materials that I can just go and dump in my bank. And let's start making our way to Lion's Arch. Of course, I'm going to stop and pick up some crafting materials while I'm on the way there. This is one of the permanent harvesting tools. They don't run out. You don't have to buy new parts all the time. And actually, as a bonus, your harvesting tools are completely skinnable as well.
Come on, Chief.
I
know you
I'm
like
not
it
a...
here, but if we get caught out on the road, the undead will be riled up. All right, fine.
Okay.
Wait just a minute while I look for some extra protection.
So this is an
As soon
event
as we
that's
find
going
some
to
help,
start
though,
there.
we're leaving.
This chest, you will encounter this chest at random points in the world. And you can open it and a little surprise will pop out for you. And since we're here, I'm just going to show you. Skrit Burglar. Okay. You have to stop him from running away. He's got a specific destination that he wants to get to. If he gets to that destination, you fail, and he turns you into a chicken from time to time, which is moderately annoying. Okay, and while you're chasing him, he will drop loot. And also, unfortunately, maybe, is that he will sometimes run into dangerous areas while he is dropping his loot. So he's dropped a couple. Oops, he's dropped a rare piece. You see what I said about it being rare? It's not really that rare. But he's dropped one up a tree there that I can't get to. So, there we go. Right, so he will drop gear for you from time to time. Well, he'll always drop gear. It might just not always be useful. That is heavy armor, so I can't use it. Anyway, so what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by the treasure chest is that your harvesting gear is also completely skinnable. So if I go to my wardrobe here and I go to tools, I can select a skin for argument's sake for these tools as well. So this is the harvesting tool, and so this is the base harvesting tool. I can switch it back to that. So whenever I harvest, I'll just harvest normally, or I can use any of the other skins from other permanent harvesting tools that I've already unlocked. Right, so I'll use this one because I'm not crazy about the little flute going off while I'm harvesting. Here we go. Right. So if I go and chop down this tree now, you'll see that I've got a completely different animation. So as we approach Lion's Arch now, quick note, the Lion's Arch that you see when you normally go in the game and the Lion's Arch that you are going to see now are completely different from each other. And the reason for this is the living world that Guild Wars, or the living world idea that Guild Wars launched with. And so certain events in the further in the future beyond the personal story, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it changed Lion's Arch a little bit. So I'm not going to speak about it, but we should have a view of the original Lion's Arch. Well, we're going to get a little cinematic now, I think, because it's our first time entering. Voila. And this is the current version of Lion's Arch. I'm just going to make my way to the meeting point, which is right in front of us, but let's pick up the waypoint. And we leveled up to level 42. And this has given us a new aqua breather. See, we've got condition damage, power and precision and ferocity. I am going to go with the condition damage. Just equip this. This is what enables you to stay underwater for an indefinite period of time. Right, let's get the show on the road. And welcome to the old Lion's Arch. This is the previous version of Lion's Arch, and for reasons I'm not going to discuss, this version of Lion's Arch does not exist anymore. Sure, I trust Kay's motives. Stay close. Okay. Probably not an ambush. Here we go. The whole crowd.
Welcome, fellow members of Destiny's Edge. We must speak of the threat of the Elder Dragons.
When I agreed to come, I didn't know you'd be inviting this char.
I could say the same for you, human. Finally crawling back for forgiveness, Logan.
I've done nothing that needs to be forgiven.
Logan, Ritlock, enough of your squabbling. Kaith, I doubt that we can unite again. Not after our last mistake.
The Norn's right. When heirs to Galkin makes mistakes, people die.
Is that what you think, Soja? That what happened was my fault?
Please, all of you, our time has come. We must help the Orders. We have fought the Elder Dragons before.
And lost. Because someone couldn't keep up with us.
You have something to say it to my face.
I would if you weren't always running away. I should gut you and be done with it.
Gut me? With what? That human-made sword you looted from Ascalon? I've had enough. We're done here.
Running away again.
Ritlock, you're just making it worse.
Ha! Look who's talking! Logan's right, for once. I have more important things to do. I'm done with this.
And I refuse to waste my efforts on cowards and fools. Goodbye, Kaith.
It's sad to see Logan and Ritlock argue. If only there was something to bond them together. Yes, I know what might help. Kaith, I have to leave as well. I fear this meeting was a mistake, but maybe I can fix it.
We failed, then. Failed to bring Destiny's Edge back together. We cannot help the others. How can we help Tyria?
And there we go. We just met the members, the very angry members of Destiny's Edge, which was a guild that was formed to fight the dragons, as you may have surmised from the conversation. Anyway, they don't look like they're happy to see each other again. Foolish, arrogant, mule-headed char. Does he think I wanted this? I was a fool to come here. Right, you're not a fool, Logan. This is the only way. Without Destiny's Edge, Kryta will be destroyed by the dragons. You can't do it alone. Right. I knew Ritlock was angry, but don't they see the choice I made was hard on me too. You had to choose between the women you love and your guild. You did the best you could. Right. So, Tyria needs you. And that is the end of the first chapter. And we get a Black Lion chest key. Yay. Okay. So there we go. That is a little peek at Lion's Arch. It's going to be a while before we see this again, I believe. Okay, so now that I'm back in modern Lion's Arch, we just received a message. Rendezvous at Vigil Keep. Recruit. General Almora Soulkeeper has issued orders to rendezvous at the Vigil headquarters in Lion's Arch. There, I'll brief you on the directives for your first mission, assisting me with the difficulty at the fortress of Ebonhawk. The General's taken a personal interest in you. I trust you'll live up to your expectations. Welcome to the Vigil. War Master Forgil Kernson. Right, so we need to get ourselves to the Vigil headquarters. That's a mission. Somebody just activated something. Not relevant to us, so to get to the Vigil headquarters we need to get all the way down here. So the Vigil is the more military of the three orders. A lot of our missions will be sort of militaristic in nature. The Priory's missions tend to be a bit more sort of research and knowledge based, and then the Order of Whispers is a bit more clandestine in nature. Not that there's not going to be fighting in the others. You'll be fighting in whichever story route you decide to take in the end. Right, we're back in Old Lion's Arch again. This will be happening all the time, which might be a bit disorienting, but you get used to it. Within these instances, I don't have access to my mounts because the mounts were added in an expansion, so these instances don't account for them at all.
Thank you for the warning, General Soulkeeper. I will make sure Queen Jenna receives your news, but I cannot make any promises. The Ebonhawk Treaty is Kryta's only hope for peace with the Char. We cannot withdraw our negotiators, no matter the risk.
With all due respect, Ambassador, it's a damn fool decision.
That's enough, War Master. Thank you, Lady Versa. The Vigil will do our best to keep everyone safe.
Okay. I'm the new recruit.
6 years ago, a dragon rose in Ascalon. It flew south, killing and corrupting everything in its path. I stood beneath the dragon as it passed overhead. I survived where others did not. All across Tyria, I found others who told of destruction caused by the dragons. Humans in Silvara battling undead that swarmed their shores. Asura driven from their underground cities. Joining together, we gave birth to a mighty organization, the Vigil. We're proud that you have chosen to serve alongside us. Your mentor will be Forgil, one of our finest soldiers and the most stalwart Norn I know. He'll teach you to fight with the Vigil. The Vigil was created to fight the dragons, to destroy them before they destroy us. Some must fight, so that all may be free. Welcome to the Vigil.
Right, so there were 3 dragons that were kind of hinted at in that little introduction. Kralkatoric, Zaitan, and Primordus.
My name is Almora Soulkeeper. I founded this order. I'm its general until I die in battle, or they find someone better. Your representative sent me a letter saying that you were the best they'd ever seen. I look forward to seeing you prove that.
I'll do my best, General. I'm dedicated to fighting the dragons. Just show me where to fight.
I like you already, recruit. I've assigned you to War Master Forgil Kernson for training.
Look here, young one. I don't care what you've done in the past. The Vigil needs heroes, not tale-tellers. It's what you do today, not yesterday, that matters to me. Understood?
Yes, War Master.
If you give each other a chance, I think you'll get along just fine. Now to business. Renegades are threatening the treaty negotiations between Kryta and the Iron Legion. The Vigil needs to ensure that the treaty goes through. Those 2 nations need to be fighting the dragons, not each other. You'll be dealing with Commander Samuelson, leader of the Ebon Vanguard and avid treaty supporter. Head to Ebonhawk and stop those renegades.
Right, so we need to go and report to the commander in Ebonhawk. Ebonhawk is a distance away from Lion's Arch. I do think there is a pretty quick way to get there. I'm just trying to search through my memory what that might be. Asura Gate would be the best way. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Ebonhawk is all the way... Where is Ebonhawk? Up there? Oh, Fields of Ruin is where Ebonhawk is located, but we need to go to Divinity's Reach, and we need to go to an Asura Gate, which is over here. So, fortunately, we have access to the waypoints. As you can see, the chapters obviously don't take place within a single instance. Very often you need to transfer between instances through the world. We need to go down here. Going the right way. My GPS does not seem to be lying to me right now.
His wife deserves better. Lands Arch used to be a respectable place.
This up here is an Asura Gate, which is also a fast transport system, but you are limited to transporting between Asura Gates. You can't jump straight to one of them out of the map, like you can do with the waypoints. Although, as I understand it, the technology is basically the same thing. Welcome to Ebonhawk. We are in an instance now, so the story will be carrying on.
Don't let the renegades escape.
Welcome to Ebonhawk, recruit. By Raven's wings, what in the mists is happening here?
It's the Vigil. Thank Balthazar you're just in time. I'm Samuelson. Wade Samuelson, commander of Ascalon.
I'm War Master Kernson, and this is my new recruit. Give me a status report.
Here's the problem. A bunch of Char renegades smuggled explosives into the city. They're trying to blow up one of the outer walls. The Ebon Vanguard stopped the demolition team, but renegade forces are attacking everywhere, from here to the Central Plaza.
That sounds like a blood-covered mess, Commander. How can we help?
We have to get to the city Central Plaza. Turn right, head down the road and through the crossing. You'll see a big statue at the center of the square. Once we take the square, the Vanguard can do the rest. But without a rally point, we're falling apart.
Who are these renegades? What do they want with Ebonhawk?
They're Char who disobeyed the orders of the High Legions. These idiots would rather die than make peace with humans, and they're dangerous.
We'll capture the plaza, Commander, and teach a lesson to any renegades we find along the way. Ready, recruit? Move out.
Okay.
Fall?
Get our autopass going.
The hell it will while I'm here.
And we need to get over here. Means we need to go around, or can we go through here? Oh, we can go through there. I just want to change something on my chat quickly because it's a bit chatty at the moment. There we go. Just raise some backup. Teamwork is important. Gives the enemy somebody else to aim at.
secure. Vanguard, form up and hold this area. We'll advance toward the crossing.
I feel good.
The crossing is secure. Vanguard, defend us here. We'll take care of the troublemakers in the
I
square.
could slaughter you like a pig. Kill the traitors!
Another personal victory.
Next.
Okay, so I've switched over to water now, and one of the things that water does, it heals me and it heals any allies around me. Usually. Depends on the exact skill that I use. Those green numbers are healing that I'm pumping out. Earth is a bit more protection focused. And it's also my primary way of inflicting bleeds on my foes. And obviously I've now summoned an Earth Elemental. I think I'm finished.
Your timing was perfect, War Master Kernson. I can't thank you enough. The renegades are getting bolder. This is the first time they've ever tried to bomb the fortress from the inside.
New tactics may signify a new leader. You think they finally found a shot caller with half a brain?
Think it. I know it. He's a char named Ajax Anvilburn, and that rotter's a thorn in my side.
Do you know anything about Anvilburn? Some way we could track him down and stop him?
Scouts tell us the renegades have a camp outside Ebonhawk, but my troops are tied up defending the treaty location. The Ebon Vanguard hasn't had a chance to check it, but if I had to guess, I'd say either he's there or his soldiers are.
We'll take a look, Commander. Ill-disciplined thugs like these should be easy to find.
Okay. Right, so that finishes this part of the story. We've got another reward. It's not giving me a rare, which is unfortunate. But it is a very, very slight upgrade. Look at what I'm wearing at the moment, and I just leveled up. Getting some hero points, and I'm getting some harvesting tools, which I do not need. And a strength booster. I can choose one.
Fire!
So let's see. So I'll change out. Oh, I need to stay in here. Let's make sure that I've got all the best options equipped at the moment. Looks like I do. Let me just drop out of the instance quickly. Now, since I'm going to be dividing up the story into 2 separate episodes, I'm going to spend some time explaining some aspects of the game. We are now back in Divinity's Reach, and we can go straight back to Ebonhawk as needed. But let's talk traits and skills. I've been leaving this aside so I could use it for explanations. I just want to get away from all the people talking. So I'm just going to unlock this, and then I'm going to look at my traits. These guys are so chatty. The world's very alive, but unfortunately it does mean that you have to listen to a lot of chatter, and the chatter repeats very, very often. Right, so let's hope these guys are a bit quieter. Yeah, I'm not hearing any chatter. Let's go back to our training. Right, so I've finished unlocking glyph training, signet training, cantrip training. These categories up here are just skills, right? These are the things that I'll be slotting in my utility slots, and these are the things that I use most of the time. I'm not going to be rushing into these two just yet. What I do want to focus on now are my specializations, and these are the traits that I have unlocked here. So as you can see, I've unlocked the fire trait. You've got in the base game access to these 5. You've got fire, water, air, arcane, and earth. So I'm still limited to fire at the moment. I'll be unlocking the next set of traits at level 45. So let me just get back to training and let's unlock the rest of the fire traits. I've got 61 points, which should be enough, yes, to unlock the rest of the fire trait line. And I can now choose my skills. And it really comes down to what you prefer. There are better builds and not quite as good builds, but really, as I've said previously in previous videos, I approach Guild Wars 2 in a very casual way. I don't do... Oh dear. I don't do a great deal of number crunching. I don't do skill theorizing or anything like that. I just play in a way, and if I'm just going to switch this off for the time being so I can not be distracted by chattering NPCs. I make my builds in a way that I'm comfortable playing, and as I've said, this means that I tend not to play the classes that I play, and I play all of them as efficiently as they can be played. So especially with Elementalist, I think I do a lot less than the average damage that is possible with the Elementalist if you play it ideally. But again, I play the way I'm comfortable, and I would encourage anybody tackling the game for the first time, especially if you're going to be focusing mostly on open world games and story and stuff like that. Play with the way you're comfortable. If you want to start challenging strikes, raids, and fractals, which are different game modes, and the PvP game modes as well, then you need to start paying closer attention to your build. For the time being, and especially before you get to level 80, it really does not matter that much. So here, really be free of what you do. I'm going to chat you through what I'm doing here. So these 3 open up automatically. Here you have to make choices, right? So I went with Burning Precision because that any burning that I inflict lasts a bit longer. And burning is a condition damage over time. Beautiful. I like that. Okay. Conjurer is a fire aura that burns foes. Does basically the same thing. Right. And this cures conditions, which would actually be better for me to use from a survivability perspective, right? So this one does more damage, but this one gives me some condition removal, which I do have at the moment with my healing skills, so I'm not going to change that, but it's something to keep in mind. Right, then let's see what I have here. I've got a choice between Burning Rage, Sunspot, which includes burning. I'm not sure what Sunspot is actually, to be completely honest. Smothering Auras. Okay, fire auras have increased duration. I'm not using auras, so that's an immediate skip. And then I've got Power Overwhelming. So while at or above the might threshold, gain increased power. So I need to have a might stack of 10, and we'll see the might stacks over here if I'm using it. So I'm going to try this for now. I'm not sure that I can actually keep up a stack that high, but let's just put it there for now. Keep an eye on that. This gives me Pyromancer's training, right? Fire weapon skills reduce recharge. That means I can charge my skills faster and they do more damage. Great. That's a default trait. I can't change that. Then finally, I've got Persisting Flames. I do 2% extra damage, right? Fire fields created by weapon skills last longer. Whenever fire field hits a foe or you inflict burning, gain increased strike damage for a duration, right? So extra 2% damage. Pyromancer's Presence, I think that's how you pronounce it. You gain might for using any skill while attuned to fire, and I tend to stick to fire. Again, I know this is not the most effective way to play it, but that's just what I like to do. When leaving fire attunement or successfully completing a fire overload, unleash a flame expulsion. I can't do a fire overload right now. I think that's pretty much limited to Tempest, and Tempest is not available to me below level 80. So this one I would skip. And then I've got Inferno, which inflicts scales of your power instead of your condition damage, right? So I think here, power converted to burning damage, I'll do this one, right? So I'll do a bit more damage with my burns, and that is my traits for the time being. Okay. And then I've still got a couple of hero points left, so I'm just going to unlock some more skills, and this will complete my arcane skill line, right? As far as my skills are concerned, I'm keeping the Signet of Air because it gives me a passive speed increase, and you run really slowly without it. Signet of Fire gives me a passive power boost, and I can use it to attack as well. And then obviously, since I'm running kind of a minion master build at the moment, I'm going to keep the Glyph of Lesser Elementals, but I do see myself changing that sometime soon. Okay, so we need to get out to where our next chapters or next story part is taking place, and that is out there. So let's hop on our mount and get out there. And sorry for any noise that you're picking up there, but somebody's stomping up the stairs outside my apartment. I'm going to bring the music back a bit as well. That summon was a bit unfortunate. I'm going to be on cooldown now, starting the instance, but it should be okay.
Hey there, kid. Remember to bring your weapon?
I'm ready to fight. And don't call me kid.
Ha! Got some spark in you, eh, recruit? Good to see. We'll need it if we're gonna stamp out these renegades. Get ready to move, and keep your voice low. If we're lucky, we can catch these bootjacks sleeping.
You really think we'll be lucky?
Kid, we both know that kind of luck doesn't exist. Still, try to take prisoners if you can. We'll need them to give us information if Anvilburn isn't there.
So we just run in there and yell, "Hello, bad guys, surrender or die."
Look here, whelp. There's a time for strategy and there's a time for kicking the door down. We don't need tactics against this rabble. We just need force.
Yes, sir, War Master.
Right then. Don't worry about hello. Just skip straight to surrender or die. Now move out.
Right. So in the duration, I have summoned an elemental. So yeah, we're good. We don't have to bother sneaking. There's no stealth or anything in this game. Just run straight up and start clobbering them.
Spirits, is this some kind of kiddie playground? Wake up out there! Whoever trained you must be crying right now. You best run.
Time to do some real damage.
That's all you've got? Come on, you mangy runts! You're the worst trained, most cowardly loustabouts I've ever seen.
Oh, we got a veteran.
Prepare to suffer. I yield. Fight well.
You shuck-brained cur! Where's Ajax Anvilburn? We know he's behind the attacks on Ebonhawk. Spill!
You just missed him. He left this morning. He's on his way to kill some worthless human named Duran. They're setting an ambush at Summit Peak. They'll kill Duran, then leave the bloody knife with old Steel Crusher. We're killing 2 peace lovers with 1 trap.
Ashes and snow? He means Minister Kent Duran, the Crichton ambassador. I bet Steel Crusher's the ambassador for the High Legions.
You're Vigil, aren't you? Ha! Ajax will be sorry he missed killing you. Tell his human-loving mother, Almora, that one day we'll spit on her grave.
Almora's Ajax's mother?
That's above your pay grade, recruit. Forget you heard anything about it.
Forget? I can't just forget. Don't you think that's important?
Whatever happened to discipline? Kids these days. All right, fine. But not here and not now. We'll talk about it later. Right now we have to evac before more renegades show up. Leave this coward to rot and die alone. Let's get back to Ebonhawk and warn Samuelson about Ajax's plan.
Speak with Fogel. It's not the time or place to discuss it, but yes, Ajax is Almora's son. Okay, so what's next? We need to warn the delegation at Summit Peak that Ajax and the Renegades are planning an attack. Okay. Right, that finishes this part. So we need to go there. Actually, having looked at the duration for this is getting close to my time limit for a video. So I actually think that at this particular point, I'm going to finish off here, and I'm going to finish off the rest of the story in the next video. And since I'm going to be probably spreading the story chapters over multiple episodes from this point onwards, I'm probably going to be discussing some aspects of the game during the videos as well. As I said, while I'm not doing expert coverage of the game, I do like to sort of, on the surface, introduce some aspects of the game as I encounter them while I'm playing. As I said, this video series is kind of aimed at new players or players considering playing Guild Wars 2. And anyways, I'm going to cut off here now. Might as well just kill a couple of these guys. And so I'll be saying goodbye. Stay safe, and I will see you with the next video. Cheerio.